Hello, this is Jacqueline. We just finished a group talk at Bilingual FM. The topic today was our life so far, and today's date is December 13th, 2010. With this topic, our life so far, the first vocabulary word that we learned was the noun my personal best. So a personal best is something that is a level that is our best. So my personal best could be a time or a distance, some sort of achievement. So often used in sports. So my personal best when I ran a marathon was 3 hours and 40 minutes. So it's not the best time in the world, just my personal best. So another example, 10 kilometers is my personal best. So that's the furthest I have ever run. And then we looked at the verb to participate, and we often say to participate in something, and this means to do an organized activity with others. So some sort of event. First example, I participated in the charity run last weekend. So again, I said it's often used with in. And the second example, I participate in many clubs at my school. So it's to join others in an organized activity or event, to participate. And the third vocabulary word was a noun, and it's endurance. And we use, with this, you can have a high endurance or a low endurance. And this is the amount of strength you have for aerobic exercise. So often with running or something where we need to have high endurance is running or swimming or rowing or something that is aerobic. So in an example sentence, Masato-san has very high endurance. He runs marathons 3 times a year. Or my endurance is very low. I can only run 3 kilometers before I get tired. So that's low endurance or high endurance. And then we looked at the verb to raise, and we looked at this because often we say raise money. So this is to ask for money from people to give to a cause, like a charity. And with that, we looked at the verb to donate, and it means to give to a charity. So in an example, we raised money to donate to charity. Or I want to raise ichiman for cancer research. So I want to raise, so I want to ask people to give me money and I will donate it. And the last example sentence, I will donate all of my money to the Blind People's Association. And so there were a few things that we had difficulty with, and a lot of them in today's group talk were prepositions. So these are words in a sentence like to and act and for and in. For example, there are many preposition words, but maybe there were too many of these small mistakes in today's group talk, and they're very common mistakes, so they're not often corrected unless the teachers see it as a habit or they think that student is at that level. So in today's group talk, there were many preposition mistakes, so I thought it was really important to point some of them out because they are really important in English sentence structure. So in an example, the incorrect way of saying this sentence is, when did you go, Miyazaki? So we're missing the word to. When did you go to Miyazaki? Or I went, another incorrect way of saying this sentence is, I went only one. And we can say, instead, the correct way of saying is, I went by myself. So the preposition word is by, but it's a set phrase, by myself, by yourself. And then some other mistakes were, what time to get from Kamakura to your office. So instead of what time, since this is referring to the time on the clock, instead of what time is how long. So how long does it take to get from Kamakura to your office? So how long does it take to get here from there, from here to there? Okay, the next thing we looked at was the incorrect sentence was, I always want to improvement myself. So instead of improvement, which is a noun, we need to use the verb to improve. So I always want to improve myself. And the last thing was, the incorrect way of saying this sentence was success people. And instead we need to use the adjective successful to describe the people. So successful people. And so the adjective is successful. The verb is to succeed. The noun is success. So the incorrect way the student uses was success people. And it needs to describe the people, so we use the adjective. And the adverb is successfully. So he successfully ran the marathon. Or he is very successful, adjective. Or I want to succeed, verb. Or great success is the noun. Okay, so that's all we looked at in today's group talk of our life so far. I hope you learned something, and see you again soon. Bye.